You have just pulled, as a financial advisor, think about this. You've saved the client 20, 30, 40% on their money. Okay? That's a big cushion of error in the event that you do you have really built up some goodwill because you pulled the thorn out of the tiger's foot. I think it's important for the financial advisor to look at longevity in this business. And the Deferred Sales Trust offers longevity in that I call it sticky money. So the sticky money aspect of it is if your client passes away, there's a continuity plan. They're actually the lender. Your client is actually the trust. And we can talk about that in another episode, but your client's not going to die. And if you work it right with the client, with estate planning, and again, that's why we call it the estate planning team, not the estate planning me or you or anybody else. There's a whole team, but going to a continuity plan with a client, whether they have a special needs child or a spendthrift child, a child that'll just spend it all on Ferraris and pearls or whatever, and do something like that. You need to have that continuity plan, because their plan, if they don't have a plan, you don't have a plan either for the sale of your business, because one day you'll want to sell your business, your practice, your financial practice, and your multiples, your EBITDA multiples will be greater. If I'm a buyer and I see that you as a financial advisor have a plan, and it's 10 years, that our average promissory note is around 10 years. And 99% of these clients wind up, as the note holder, wind up renewing that note. As Robert Binkley says, I want to pay the taxes on the seventh day to never if I'm the note holder. So continually renewing that means that your value as a practice to a buyer goes up. And you should always build everything to sell it. I highly recommend that. And you should be building your practice that way. Mm-hmm. And that way, you'll be building it for yourself. Even if you never sell, you have a better practice because you built it to sell it. And so it's sticky money. It's more money. Okay. And it's grateful money. You have just pulled, as a financial advisor, think about this. You've saved the client 20, 30, 40% on their money. Okay? That's a big cushion of error in the event that you do you have really built up some goodwill because you pulled the thorn out of the tiger's foot. Okay. They're forever grateful for you for that.
That is so well said, and I always want to bring a deal story in to highlight this, because to bring what we were talking about to actual deals. By the way, the Deferred Sales Trust, thousands of closes now, over 25 years. Thousands of financial advisors have joined the estate planning team and work with us to provide the Deferred Sales Trust. And so, that being said, I want to dive into an actual deal story. And this is one of Robert Binkley. By the way, Robert Binkley is the co-founder of the Deferred Sales Trust, founder of the estate planning team. Michael and I is good friend. He actually manages money for myself, my family, and 95% of my clients. That being said, one of his clients was a gentleman who was a financial advisor who sold his practice. For 35 years, he was a top LPL advisor, and he was in Southern California, and he thought he had seen everything under the sun. He thought he had seen every strategy and every way to defer tax and ways to diversify, and all of a sudden, fortunately for him, he hadn't sold his practice yet when he heard about the Deferred Sales Trust. But his initial thought was, this is too good to be true. I probably would have already seen it. But as he kind of peeled back the onion and learned about it, he kind of had an ace card in his pocket. His wife was a treasury attorney for the United States government, and she actually had been on different IRS cases against corporations on that side of things. And so she has some contacts that she knows. And so he said, look, honey, I don't want to do anything that would jeopardize our future, our retirement, or anything else that would be illegal. It has to be 100% legal. But if this works, we can retire today based upon the value of the practice, what would have taken us maybe 10 to 15 more years to get to that value after tax, right? So we can, before tax, sell and defer, sell today, and that's going to give us back time and the chance to travel more, and a lot of what we've always wanted to do with our kids and these different things. So it wasn't just the money, it was the time that it represented. And so he went to her and he said, hey, here it is. If you say yes, I'll sell my practice today and I'll retire right now. If you say no, no problem. I'll keep working, but it's in your court. And so she took it and she went to the folks that she knows. And within 48 hours, she came back. And he said, it's the day that changed my life. She came in and I wasn't expecting it to be a yes, but she says it's legit. Those 2 words changed my life. He goes, within the next 90 days, I had sold my practice. We had moved from California to the Midwest. And he goes, we've never been happier, right? And that was, I think, over at least 12 or 13 years ago now. And he goes, look, if there's any financial advisor out there who's selling their business and wants to hear my story, they can call me, right? And these are the folks that we have. Once you engage with us, connect with us, go to capitalgainstaxsolutions.com and also the estateplanningteam.com and mention this show for Michael and I to get you signed up if you want to join as a financial advisor.